On the other hand, AstraZeneca beat its second quarter earnings forecast. It was buoyed by sales of its heart, kidney and cancer drugs. I was joined in the C-suite in the sky by the chief executive, Sir Pascal Soriot. Now, AstraZeneca announced today that it plans to cut drug prices in the United States. Only last week it said it would invest $50 billion towards manufacturing here and research in the US. I asked Sir Pascal about the proposed price cuts and whether President Trump may have played a role.
I think the fundamental question really is that the R&D in our industry has to be funded across the rich countries, not only America. So there has to be a rebalancing. The president calls it equalization of prices between rich countries. And of course you can GDP adjust. But that's really the fundamental issue that has been there for a few years and is growing and has to be addressed. The prices in the US have to come down over time. And then the prices in Europe have to go up. They don't need to go massively up. They need to go a little bit up. Yeah.
You've announced a major investment in the United States. You already have large scale. I mean, when I read the announcement, it made it sound like you just arrived yesterday. But but you already have lots of manufacturing, production and research facilities here. But this is a huge one that you announced.
Yeah, absolutely. We announced that we are committing $50 billion over the next few years until 2030 to support our growth in the United States. And these investments will go into manufacturing and they will go into R&D.
Do you believe by having these production facilities and increasing, for example, the 15% tariff now that of course has just been announced with the EU, you can essentially avoid the majority of tariffs by producing here in the United States?
Absolutely, but we are almost there ourselves because we have these 11 manufacturing sites. We've just announced a multi-billion-dollar investment, manufacturing investment in Virginia. The governor and his team have been incredible. They've moved at the speed of business 33 days to reach an agreement for a multi-billion-dollar investment. So we will be totally self-sufficient for the supply of medicines to American patients. We will also export out of the US. But again, we will be, the tariffs are not so relevant to us ultimately because we'll be self-sufficient.
Let's turn the coin over. Europe seems to be in trouble. And by that I mean, you take the Draghi report, you take the competitiveness, you take the production facilities. You're across Europe, obviously. Do you see that? Do you see the difference now? Do you see the changes that Europe needs to make that isn't being made?
Absolutely. Look, I'm old enough that I remember when I started in the industry, innovation was driven out of Europe. We were selling pills at the time. That's all we had. Today, there's an explosion of technologies to deal with diseases. And most of that innovation has come out of the US. And Europe has been falling behind. China is ramping up quickly. So in our industry today, innovation comes from the US primarily and China. And Europe is falling behind.
What does Europe need to do then?
I think Europe needs to create an environment that attracts investment. It's not very...
What does that mean? Sorry, I'd like to push you on that because what does that actually mean in reality?
In reality, for our industry,
yes,
about our industry, of course, means create an environment where companies believe the medicines they invent, develop, and developing a medicine is as costly as producing a plane, as developing a new plane, right? It's billions of dollars. Companies have to believe that these medicines are going to be accessible to patients and reimbursed by social security systems. If you believe that your medicines will not get access, not be reimbursed, patients will not be able to use them, you invest elsewhere. And there's tremendous opportunities to invest in the US and in the rest of the world, because we should remember the rest of the world is also catching up. Many countries are investing and growing. So Europe has to really sort of catch up.
And the use of AI in large learning models, I was astonished at the amount in which AI and pharmaceuticals, the way you're using it. It's extraordinary.
Yeah, absolutely. AI is totally transforming the way we operate. Of course, like in other industries, it's helping us improve process and cut costs, that's for sure. But the most exciting piece is the innovation part. is that how do you use the biologic data you have, the genetic data you have, combine this with AI to actually invent new medicines and develop them faster. And we do this. I mean, you know, discovering new medicines is one step. The next step is to optimize the molecule. This is something that in the past used to take 6-7 months. Now you do that in 2 weeks with AI. So the transformative effect of AI is incredible.
Give me a picture for your company 5 years from now.
Well, 5 years from now, I hope we are going to be close to our $80 billion target that we want to achieve by 2030.
Very ambitious.
I hope we will deliver 20 new medicines and more to patients for very severe diseases. And I hope that we will have led this AI transformation and this technology explosion, antibody-drug conjugates, cell therapy, oligonucleotides, so many new technologies that exist out there that will transform the way medicines is practiced. You know, when I started, we had pills, very limited tools. Today, you have so many tools. Doctors have so many tools to cure people.